pageantry is so good. It gives us the platform to empower other women. So when all these women come in together and they have a goal, I feel like I'm so much more driven. I'm like, oh, these women are so empowered, and I just feel like that drive to better myself.
Meet Amanda Obdam, Miss Universe Thailand 2020, who became an inspiration for many other women to be beautiful inside out. Along her way, Amanda admits that there's a lot of pressure for women to fit into the idealistic beauty standards, especially when they are competing for the crown. However, she does see a change, and she believes that the Thai beauty pageant in recent years has helped in shaping people's perception to accept different kinds of beauty.
When you think of someone beautiful in Thailand, you gotta be skinny, you gotta be white, you gotta have long hair. And that's just something that everyone thinks that way. However, I do see a change in the beauty standard, how we are more accepting of being different. Because now people are loving the tan skin, we're loving curly hair. And in the future, I want us to all celebrate different kinds of beauty. Believe it or not, I do get so many comments saying I'm too short to be in pageantry, which I would always say I'm more than just my height. There's just so much pressure to be skinny, there's so much pressure to answer the question correctly, but they're all forgetting that at the end of the day, we're all human beings. It's okay to make mistakes and just be who you are. You know what I mean? You don't have to be skinny to be beautiful, but just be you. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And I think that's what people are not understanding.
Even before Amanda entered the beauty pageant, social expectations already took its toll on her back when she was studying in Canada. Such pressures led to her eating disorder, which later developed into a mental health issue.
You know, like the first year of uni, you go and you gain a little weight. So I went first year, I remember it was my summer back, came back home, and I gained about maybe 15, 20 kilograms. And when I came back, because of how Thai society say hi to each other, sometimes it's just not very politically correct. Yeah. And the sentence I got was, did you go to Canada to study or just to eat? And that, yes, I was very taken back by that comment, and it really hurt. So then when I went back to Canada, the first thing I did was went to the gym. I was like, I'm gonna have to lose that weight. And then as it got along, I started viewing food as my enemy. It just got worse. And then it got to the point where I would eat and I would feel guilty and I would go vomit. And it continued for a very long time, to the point where my roommates in Canada, they held like an intervention because they saw the signs. And they said, Amanda, are you okay? Do you need help? Like, what can we do? But at that point, I didn't want to believe it. So then it was constantly fighting to the point where I broke down and I was just crying and I wanted help so badly. I just want someone to come help me. And I remember reaching out to some people back in Thailand, and I think because of the lack of understanding of mental health like disorders, what I heard back was, Amanda, if you're hungry, just eat. And it's like, the feeling was, I felt so unheard. I wanted help badly.
After surviving from her painful experience, Amanda is now working on her new campaign, Have You Listened?, to provide information on different types of mental health disorders and how to help these people. But the most important part of this campaign is to encourage people in society to become a better listener.
And I wanted to start Have You Listen, to encourage people to listen to one another more, because you never know if someone is asking you for help. Maybe they really do need that help. And I feel like it's lacking in our society, is just listen with empathy. Because I feel like we all want to speak, we all want to talk about ourselves, that we forget to listen to our friends or family, what they're going through. Empowering Thai women. I think it's someone who is comfortable in their own skin and isn't afraid to speak up and speak out, because I think that women have been suppressed for so long that sometimes they're too scared to raise their voice. They think that by raising their voice, they're going to be told they're bossy. But I want them to know that just by raising your voice, it just means that you have a voice and you will be heard. I would say you are beautiful just the way you are. Be confident. Have that high self-esteem. And whatever you have in your dreams that you were told you can't be as a little girl, I want to tell you now that you can. You can be whoever you want to be as long as you put your mind to it.